Okay, rainy days are kind of cool days to film actually. The lighting is kind of cool. And we're going to be going down something called Rua de Aveiro, which is named after a city in Portugal. And right on the other side we have this kind of cool looking blue building. That is really, it has like these kind of interesting shapes. So what we're going to do is walk directly down Rua de Aveiro, and then we're going to come around into this little walkaway area and come out back over here. It's going to be a little 360. We're in this Taipa, all of our tall buildings everywhere. The skyway is down that way. We'll highlight that at the end. Over here is Bragança Street. Post office is down that way. The shopping mall that's new to Taipa is that way. Look at all those tall buildings. And we're going to focus on this restaurant first, this kind of Hong Kong style-ish restaurant. And start our street on Rua de Aveiro in Macau's Taipa. Hey, welcome to Macau. We're documenting the streets and seeing what it all looks like in 2023 for you. Okay, before we even start, let's just kind of take a look at this place right here. So this has kind of a Hong Kongish feel. I think there's even Jackie Chan is on the walls in there, I think. But you got some pretty cool looking foods. And this one has a lot of history too. So this one will have, you know, like all these photos of Sao Paulo ruins and Macau back in the day. And that's Sandal Square, which now looks like that. But before it used to be like cars would come in here. So there's a lot of history. Also some gambling too. So here's all the old gambling. And then we have the new one, of course. So let me see, this one says 1847. Oh, that can't be right. But whatever it is. I think that looks like it's from a movie. So maybe it's a movie that signifies that time period. And then we have all this beautiful artwork in here. I'd like to film inside there, but I think now's not the time. Hello. But yeah, this is like a little bit of a Hong Kong style restaurant. So you can see like this little Coca-Cola sign, that's in Macau as well. So anyways, let's just kind of capture this from the outside a little bit. That's the name of it. This guy was, I don't know if he's trying to go in or if he's, see what I'm doing. He's like a security guy. But he was kind of looking at me like, what are you doing? So now here's our main street. This is Aveiro Street. And that's the other entrance to the same place right here too. So that's the one with all the Hong Kong style. And we're also going to highlight some of this too. So this is, I believe this is the border gate in the past. And now it's this one. Grand Prix. This one, I recognize the square. It's the foot of Sao Paulo ruins. So now there's all this is black and white tiles. It's all pedestrian. This is now a giant Uniqlo Peña ruins. It's kind of cool. I don't know what this is, but I see like bullfighting. It looks like it's like a bullfighting reference. This one is where the Street of Happiness, Felicidade. This is kind of the Peña Hill up there, the church, old school buses. So kind of a cool little space. Okay, so we're going to keep on walking down Aveiro, and then we're going to get over to that little pedestrian street in a minute as well. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. We got some tea shops, Gathering, Cafe Free, which is another coffee shop. I think that might be Chinese medicine shop, hair shop. This is like St. Stephen's Church. Okay, it sounded like it was Christian music there. Had that feeling of that looks tasty. Okay, so we're gonna keep on going down, and we're gonna get into some markets here as well, including this one. So they got some fruits and oranges. All the prices, 18 mop, that's about $2.50. Oh, that one's that truck almost hit that scooter. Okay. We keep on going down. There's our target street, Rua de Aveiro. Yeah, actually the rate of scooters that get hit, it's pretty high, because if you drive here, it makes total sense. We kind of have a whole different system here. So this is kind of a cool building right here. So it's a Shell station, and they got this amazing space right here. So it's gonna look up a little bit because this is kind of a cool building in general. Actually, I like those buildings too. I like that Macau has these designs like that, these kind of circular ones like that. So the windows kind of have more than just, you know, a linear. I think I've seen that restaurant too, the corner restaurant it's called. Okay, actually this is kind of an interesting street. I filmed it recently. Let's keep on going down. Oh, they got let's go all the way down here. This is a Bao Bao. So you got this kind of cool looking thing like that. Bao Bao. So it's all dumplings, so it looks like. Let's kind of see what it is real quick. Lunch, dinner. So these are all different dumplings. Yeah, that sign is really cool too. Bao Bao. Let's just step back real quick. And we're gonna, that's the skyway down that way, and the bridge. I'll talk about that, and the Jockey Club is down that way. But I kind of want to just capture this space right here because we have all these fruits right here. Then if you go in, then we're gonna come into this cool spot, and then I'm gonna go around in a circle real quick. Pets. It says no filming, no photography, so I won't. This is that kind of cool street that we're gonna get into right here. And then over here, I might as well walk. We're gonna come back in here in a second and just kind of highlight this whole street. But before we even do, we're gonna go out here, and I'm just gonna kind of give you a little bit of a picture of how weird and interesting this blue building is that we're gonna be walking by. So over here, there's an underground that goes to, there's a Galaxy Casino over there, and there's a beautiful park over here. And we're gonna capture the train too. And we got a train, so the new train is coming up here. There's a train station right down that way. We'll just see if the train is coming around the corner. I don't see it, but it should be coming right over here. But anyways, down there is, this is a skyway that goes along Guimarães all the way down. So you can walk down about 5 or 6 blocks. And then it goes all the way to the station, and then in the middle there's this beautiful park, and on the other side is Olympic Stadium and Galaxy Casino. So it's kind of cool. This blue building that we're at right now is also kind of interesting too. So all of these guys are just kind of walking underneath into that other park. So this is one side of the blue building. You even got like this red thing that comes down, right? Okay. So it's kind of cool. The building is kind of cool anyways. What we're gonna do next is just walk around this. Yeah, and up there is the train line. So that's relatively new. There's all these labyrinths as well. So this little thing also goes, it's like the wheelchair access, right? So it goes all the way down and over like that. And then this one goes to that, and then it goes over to that as well. So it's kind of a cool little space. That seems kind of underutilized. They could do something really cool right there. I wonder who owns that spot. I've always thought it'd be interesting if they could set up some tables and people could eat there. This is another side of these blue buildings, right? So they kind of have these interesting shapes and all this kind of interesting stuff too. So these little restaurants in here. Okay, so now you're probably a little bit confused how this fits in with our target street. But our target street is right here. So our target street is right at this spot. Here's the sign for the station as well. So this is our target street that we're on, Rua de Aveiro. a blue building. It's kind of oddly shaped, right? So this is a Target Street. So we basically kind of went inside the blue building or through it. And then we came out kind of to that main circle there. And now we're going to come back in. And in my mind, this is kind of like one of the most interesting things. Just architecturally, it's like so interesting to me. And so even this little space right here, this little space is just a tiny little spot of that, right? So, but you have this little hole that goes all the way through it, right there. So this little hole basically cuts through the building like that, and then you have that little space in here, and you have that little space there too. Let's see, let me see if we can clean that up. Okay. Just so that we kind of have reference, so this is also the other part too. So we basically went through that hole there, and now we're going to be on this pedestrian street right here. Let me see. There's a restaurant right there. I think this one is noodles shop, snails and noodles. Okay, it's nice. River Snails Rice Noodle, it's called. It's pretty cool. This one I'm not sure, but I like that rooftop. Okay, we got some other stuff over here too. Sunshine Education. Notari is kind of a tourist one. So there's different pizzas and stuff like that. Italian food, spaghetti, pasta. Notari. Okay. So we're still following our blue building here. We got more interesting shaped stuff. And then you'll see over here, there's another one of these little hole entrances right here. So that can go back to that other same thing again. So it's kind of interesting right here. It's a little thing on the wall, right? It's just embedded into the tiles. Okay, we can keep on strolling out this way. It's kind of interesting because there's like a little rooftop up there too. I think I'm walking in water a little bit. My feet are getting wet. So, okay. Kind of a cool little space though. Okay, step back this way a little bit and try to capture that strangeness of that little piece too. So there's all these kind of strange pieces. Oh, it's kind of cool. That made my day that she gave the little thumbs up there. Such a cool space though. I'm trying to capture how interesting this building is. Let's go back a little bit further. And now we can kind of capture that part, just kind of the interesting bizarreness of this one. And then I'm just going to real quickly, I'm just going to go back to where I started at, so you can just kind of see that this is kind of parallel to the other one in this strange way. But if you can remember, originally I started at this corner right here, and I'll go back to that other place on the corner that we started at, that Hong Kong style restaurant. And then over here is the post office. It goes all the way down to a little mountain. There's hiking trails up that mountain too, and we started right there, right at that corner. And this is Aveiro, and there's our sign, Rua de Aveiro, and there's the other one, Rua de Bragança. So maybe you can see how it kind of fits together a little bit. got a pharmacy. And I'm just gonna take you up to the Skyway real quick, and then we're gonna end this video at that location. But yeah, so this is Rua de Aveiro, named after a city in Portugal. We're in Taipa, and we're on another street called Rua de Bragança right now. So this street is like, I don't know if people here would have a Bragança address or an Aveiro address. Probably that side is probably all Aveiro, and this side could be, I don't know. And of course we got all these kind of interesting shops up here too. I always really like this building. It's like one of my favorite buildings in Macau. One of many. Got many favorite buildings. That's for the Chinese New Year. And now we're up on this street, so I'm just going to come up to the corner, just kind of give you some context. So this is Rua de Aveiro, and it's basically a skyway. It goes all the way down, and there's no pedestrians. You have to go over to cross. You can kind of get an idea of that. That goes all the way down, and that's our kind of strange looking, cool looking blue building right there. And then that was our target street right down that way. So those two down there were the target streets. Okay. Never really noticed how small those windows are in this building right there. It's like tiny little windows. I don't know if that was originally, I don't know. Anyways. Kind of want to just come down real quick and just kind of target the blue one down that little alley that we were just at, and then we're going to end it. There's a school there to the right. There it is. Okay. Hey, welcome to Macau. We're documenting the streets and seeing what it all looks like in 2023 for you. Yeah.